Hi, I hope you had a profitable night last night. If you got my message about Bayer Leverkusen trying to keep an unbeaten run this season at 0-2 down, Roma layable, and look at that, Leverkusen done it again. So if you want somebody to buy your lottery tickets for you, it's going to be Xavi Alonso. First goal was an own goal for Roma to give Leverkusen the 1-2, which would have got them through anyway. So they are just unstoppable at the moment. Brilliant stuff. The only other play, Aston Villa, well, watch out for that El Kaabi. He's going to be someone on the watch list for a number of sides. And it's just a reminder to you about these semi-final matches. You can't make assumptions, as I clearly did. I was assuming the Premier League outfit would be far too good for what is a poor Greek Super League. But due deference to Olympiacos, the manager, and El Kaabi getting it absolutely spot on. Tonight is an interesting night, and I might just be up for these. The Eredivisie is the last matches of the season. These are the matches you have to focus on. I've already highlighted them. Emmen de Graafschap, Groningen Roda, Jong Ajax, Jong AZ, Maastricht Venlo, Os and NAC Breda. It doesn't seem to be a relegation dogfight in the Eredivisie. So this is all about the places for the promotion, playoffs or automatic promotion. I think the key match, I think, is Groningen Roda this evening. If I've got this one correct, let's have a look. Yeah, Groningen Roda. Groningen must win. Must win. They've got the goal difference. Must win. Roda, a draw. Will do them fine. Fascinating match this evening, Groningen and Roda. It's going to be squeaky bum time for these two. So there's no relegation dogfight. Other matches of interest, KUPS in the Finnish Veikkausliiga, but VPS have been in excellent form. They're top of the league. They're a new name at the top. It's normally KUPS and HJK Helsinki. French League 2, these are the sides for you to look out for this evening. 2 matches remain in French League 2, so it's not all over. I think it's 2 matches remaining. It's a penultimate matches. Yep, they can still provide trading angles. These sides want to set themselves up for a good second half of the season. A good last day of the season. Saint-Etienne against Rodez. Saint-Etienne have been in excellent form. There's a standout for me. These are relegation threatened sides or promotion sides. So these are the matches to focus on this evening. There is need for at least one of these sides, Auxerre, for example, and Saint-Etienne, fighting out for the automatic promotion spots. Auxerre job done. So Angers and Saint-Etienne. That's why I got that one starred. No, Amiens. I'm getting a bit confused now. My brain hurts. So at the bottom, it seems to be business concluded. You add 6 to this, or 9. It might not be. So Estac Trois would enter the equation as well in French Ligue 2. There they are. So all of these have something to play for, as does Hamburg. They are in the 4th place, I believe, in what is a very, very tough league to get out of. Only 3 places available, no playoffs. Must win for Hamburg this evening. Must take it to 58. And they'll be on hand in case Dusseldorf slip up. They have had a frustrating run, as has Hertha Berlin. These are 2 big boys in the wrong division. The Irish Premier Division and the Irish First Division. It's getting good. I'm going to start researching it once the Elite Leagues are finished. Here's a quick look at the standings. We've got 4 odds-on favourites out of 5 this evening. Shelburne, and a new name at the top. So watch out for them. Shamrock Rovers should do the business. Derry City been excellent as well. Dundalk and Drogs struggling this season, particularly Dundalk. So watch out for them. They could be gettable tonight. But if I'm up and around, I'll be following these leagues for you. But no promises. It is my day off. I do need to take a day off. I was up till 4 a.m. my time for the last 3 nights helping you out with the football. And it does take its toll. I do need to have some time to myself. But it is a very tempting coupon this evening. So keep an eye out on Telegram. Irish First Division, as you can see, there's no previews in this yet, which is a pity. Let's have a look at the standings in the Irish First Division early season. Cork City dominating. So watch out for them. No defeat this season. So I will be keeping a keen eye on Cork City to see if they can retain that. 8 defeats for Longford this season. Longford and Kerry look to be the whipping boys, the side you take points from. Frosinone and Inter Milan. Frosinone in desperate need for points. This is a very interesting match, but it's very difficult to unpack because Inter Milan are champions. They don't need to win, but Frosinone must. They're only 2 points above the relegation zone. Sassuolo did beat Inter Milan recently, so there is hope. Spanish La Liga. I would be looking at motivation against a dead rubber Alaves. Girona, one of the offshoot clubs of Manchester City. That's the reason now they're in the Champions League. And they'll be keen to cement that Champions League place. Other matches of interest. Gorica against Rudez. And Doncaster are leading 2-0 from the first leg in the League Two playoff. Now, we saw the other one, I think it was with the two Bs. Bolton and Barnsley, I'm not too sure. But we did get a response from Barnsley. They did get the 3 goals they required, but they did concede. The onus is on Crewe to score the first goal. Not only that, but to score the second goal as well to get them back on parity. They may just do so, but they might have trouble keeping Doncaster out. That would be my concern for them this evening. As with the Aston Villa match, this is a very, very tough match to unpack, of course. You can't make assumptions with the market. French Ligue 1. Brest are keen to keep their Champions League hopes alive. They've had an exceptional season. Nice will be looking for a win. This is a must-win for both of these two. Relegation threatened and the hope for a European place. French Ligue 2 we've already looked at. I would be focusing on Saint-Etienne here as a real solid unit. They really are excellent. Angers is a squabble with Saint-Etienne for points. I think Auxerre's season is over, but Amiens may have something to play for. We will unpack this if I'm up and about this evening. See if we can dig out some profit. Amiens, mid-table mediocrity, really, I think. They are 6 points, so they must win. And hope the Paris FC lose their 2 remaining matches to have a chance at a promotion playoff quarter-final. So plenty to play for in France this evening. It's the final day of the season in Italian Serie B. And as I say, I might have to postpone my day off. Parma are promoted. Get out the ham. Como, Perry, second place, must win after drawing the last match. We did lay that draw, didn't we? Venezia ended their draw, got the win. Venezia must win again and hope the Como draw. It's fascinating stuff at the top. All down to that Como not getting a goal in the last match. That ended 0-0. That's why Venezia have a chance. But Como really must win in order to retain that automatic promotion berth. All to play for Como and Venezia this evening. 2 of the 5 relegation places are concluded as well. So the following teams have nothing to play for. Lecco, Ferro Cremonese, Catanzaro, Palermo, Sampdoria and Brescia. Got nothing to play for. So it looks to be a singular focus really on Venezia and Como this evening. So that's it. It looks a very quiet Italian Serie B. Win. And they draw. Venezia go up on goal difference, you'd suspect. Como win. Guaranteed promotion. Can anybody get into this top 6? No, they can't. You see all the arrows. It's business concluded, basically. Similar story at the bottom. Lecco, 3 points, staying where they are. 3 points extra, staying where they are. 38, 39, 40, 41. -5 to -14. Ascoli must win. Bari must win. Ternana must win. Spezia must win. Ascoli, Bari, Ternana and Spezia. Ascoli, Bari, Ternana and Spezia. Ascoli, Bari, Avaternana and Spezia. So Spezia Venezia is going to be a humdinger. And look at this. Venezia not even favourite. This is going to be one of those to unpack this evening. It's a squeaky bum time for both of these two. So those will be the only matches I would focus on. Try in the last day of the season not to get involved with dead rubbers, please. And with Rome in full flow, let's have a look at some of yesterday's matches. Just a quick look, based on the odds mostly. It doesn't look to be any shocks just yet. All of the odds-on favourites at the top there, all winning. Well, there's your first shock. Rafa Nadal still coming off the back of his long injury. So you're going to get some value. He was 1.91 the other day, which is unheard of for Rafa Nadal on clay. He is the king of clay. Where did he go? There he is. So that would be your first possible profit if you could have trust Rafa. This, again, just be careful. Fellow countrymen playing each other can often produce unexpected results or not in keeping with the market. Too tight as well in the rankings. So I wouldn't necessarily have laid Gigante, the giant, after winning the first set in the tiebreaker. Although, second set, I would have looked to see whether Gigante, well, that would have pretty much ended it for me with Zeppieri losing his first serve. So I wouldn't have got involved. Or rather, you would have got lower odds had Zeppieri lost his first serve. You'd have got lower odds on laying Gigante. So that might have been your value angle in, particularly if he lost his second match as well, his second game. So losing his first two service games, that could have been your angle in to lay Gigante. Got to keep that liability as low as possible. So really only the Rafa Nadal match. And Maio against Arnaldi, again, we've got an Italian at home. So you'd be favouring him having lost the first set. Just look out for the flags. They can play a big part, particularly when it's fellow country people, countrymen, countrywomen. They know each other's games, don't they? Oh, Foggy. Did he throw the toys out the pram? No, he was in good display against Danny Evans. I did think Danny Evans would get a set, so the possibility, had I been doing this live, I might have laid Foggy first set. But again, having a look at the beginning of the second set to see whether there's any value to be had. And indeed, there is, with Danny Evans losing his second set. With Foggy losing his service game. So, difficult one to unpack this one because already a 3-0 lead after the first 3 games. I try to keep my liability low, particularly when it's in Italian in Rome. Good stuff from Muller, but he did win the first. Fuchsovic did win the first set at odds on, so I wouldn't have been interested there. And again, Karatsev against old Ronald, winning the second and third set. So it's quite a simple technique. What we're trying to do is to limit our liability, which is why I've come up with the idea of waiting until the second set begins and hoping that the player a set down loses his service game. That could provide you with an angle in. But he won the first service game and then he lost this one here. So we could put a rule in that the first 2 service games of the player are set down. If he loses either one of those, then you could lay Lajovic at even shorter odds because he'll be a set and a break up. So it's all about trying to keep our liability low, getting a good angle in, good value angle in. Looks like the ladies all did the job apart from Samsonova and Schneider. This is another gentle reminder to you about fellow country women playing each other. They might know each other's game too well. So just be careful with that one. And 1.73 is pretty much what the market's saying is even Stevens, basically. You can't have even, can you? Because you've got the over round. So, looked like it would have been a good trading day, really. Again, Begu against Masarova. If you're just looking for the first set loss and the comeback in the second set, again, is this 2 Italians? I think this is a different flag, isn't it? It's got a little thing in the middle there. Mexico. Okay. Losing the first set, Siegmund winning the next 2. That's the kind of thing you're looking for. So I hope to see you this evening. It won't be a live stream. It'll just be on Telegram. And I will probably be verbalising it more than writing, unless the teams require me to write the name down. It's difficult to spell or to unpack. So it looks a fascinating evening this evening. I might have to postpone my day off. And I hope to see you on Telegram later on for what could be a fascinating last day of the season in the Eredivisie, and I think in Italian Serie B. No, yeah, Italian Serie B. I think it's penultimate in French Ligue 2. Have a great evening, and I will probably see you later on.